Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons. So, I went ahead and looked. So, eras are typically done in on a tech level. So once I've researched enough of a certain tier of techs, we will have moved on to a new era. So obviously right now we are still in the Enterprise era in the year 2201. But if I research enough of, I'm not sure if it's technically what the mod rates as tier 3 tech, or if it's specifically what the mod rates as tier 4 tech. But either way, once I research enough of one of those two, whichever one it is that the mod looks at to determine whether or not you progress to a new era, we will then progress to a new era once I've researched enough. Clearly, as it stands right now, I've not researched enough of whichever of the two categories that I need to research. So we're going to continue doing that. I mean, hell, maybe if I had researched battle cruisers before, we might have been in the TOS era now, or at least moving into it. But I didn't research that because it was going to take a while. And quite frankly, if I recall, it just seems a little weird. If I recall correctly, it was going to take a while to research, and frankly, I just find it a little bit weird to start off in with battle cruisers in the TOS era. But I guess it doesn't really matter, realistically speaking. So I could have done it. I just didn't. I wish I could go ahead and tell the Denoblians to build the damn science thing there. Like, what are you guys doing? I understand you probably don't have the minerals needed to do it, but it's still annoying. Go ahead and hide a bunch of that stuff that's not really needed anymore. You can go ahead and set up shop somewhere. I think, can also go and set up shop somewhere. I don't think I can tell you to do anything else. Oh no, you can go down there actually. Wonderful. Okay, we met some new people. They are somewhere, I know they're somewhere up to the north. Okay, never mind. To the west, actually. We can learn much from each other. You're coalition builders, i.e. Federation builders, but they renamed Federations to Coalition because it would have been weird if you had a Federation within a Federation. Presumably that was one of the main reasons. They also probably figured it worked better. The Bullion League wishes to invite the Sharonite Nation. Sure. Got no reason to decline. Granted, now we got 4 people that need to be happy.
Our enemies fear us.
I kind of want to get into a war with the Romulans. I think we could beat them. Not really, actually. I don't think we could beat them right this second. I would need to build up my fleet some more. And my fleet is tiny. Like, really tiny. Let's see. I've got 1 Poseidon class. Let's get a 2nd Poseidon class. Yeah, I don't... Well, orbital dockyards. Okay, I already have them. Oh, wait. Why am I building it around Earth? Mars is the better place for build speed. And those things can take forever to build. We go from over a year to just under a year. Yeah, let's build it at Mars. It's got 2 things decreasing the time to build because of the orbital dockyards and the Utopia Platina fleet yards. I kind of want to go ahead and get rid of that crater game if you don't mind. You'll give me minerals in exchange for sensor links that, in theory, you should already have, I would think, because you're a Federation member world. But, okay game, whatever you say. I could go ahead and colonize Trappist. 1G. Well, really, any of them, but 1G is technically the best. Because the Vulcans would love it. The Vulcans, of all people, would love TRAPPIST-1G. That would upset the Ferengi.
Rule of acquisition number 34. War is good for business.
Although we seem to get along fairly well, so maybe they wouldn't care too much. That would take me over the cap even further. But with me having Deep Space One that I can't do anything with. As it stands right now. Because they're not currently upgradable. Though apparently they will be in the future, or at least that's the plan. I think we'll live. I mean, I can go ahead and slap... what is that? Terra Nova into a sector, if need be. Besides, I don't think any of my sectors are at the quote-unquote optimal number of 5 to 6. Yeah. The Vulcan sector could actually probably go and take Axanar. Yeah, let's go ahead and colonize TRAPPIST. No, I forgot. It's the Vulcans that love it, so we'll do it from Pajem. And as for a good place to colonize, really there's not many. This would bite into energy credits a little bit. Because I wouldn't be able to build a power plant there. Although there are 2 other great tiles for a power plant. This would actually make a decent mineral world. And Vulcans are considered strong, so they would actually be pretty decent at that. They're also decent scientists, so... If only they were good at mineral, or if they were thrifty as well. They'd love this world even more than they actually love it themselves. I'd love for them to be on it then. Starfleet construction methods are adding cost. Really? What are these Starfleet construction methods? Okay, I guess I must have selected that at some point somewhere that I don't really remember doing it. I could colonize that entire system, and I might even do that. Oh, about to go to the wrong place. Pajem. You know, yeah, we'll keep the names. Also, Alpha Centauri. This is colonized systems rather than colonized sectors. So... I think we'll go and also colonize... I mean, one of these worlds has... Pergium, which admittedly isn't as great as Betharian. Oh, planet has an anomaly. Let's go and deal with that. You don't have a job. Go auto-explore then. Because you're a pretty crappy scientist as it stands right now. You know what? Let's go ahead and give the Vulcan sector another world. We'll give them Axanar. That also brings us under the cap. Admittedly, I don't think Axanar is finished building. No. But it might help the Vulcan sector actually build its own stuff. And we have consensus-shaped landscaping. So we can now build botanical gardens and arboreums, which I think are going to go here, I presume. Or maybe not. I guess not. Wait, is that system? No, that's planet. Well, that's useless because Deep Space One only has a single slot game. And you know what? We have not gotten border control. Admittedly, it's not the most useful tech, but it does give us some extra border extrusion, so screw it, we'll do it. You guys can upgrade to this, which is going to give you even extra food and, well, no extra happiness. Well, actually, I think it does give happiness of its own. Yes, it will give some extra happiness and habitability of its own. Sadly, it doesn't produce any extra root beer, however. Which is a shame, because you could use more root beer. I would love to get some Vulcans over here. Okay, now we're moving into the TOS era finally. Yeah, I would love to get some Vulcans over here because they're intelligent, so they'd be great at doing our engineering and physics research. What do you want? Dream and Sons, where are you guys? Don't know why I instantly assume they're up there. Yeah, I don't know where you guys are. I really don't. Oh, are you in this system with the... You are in that system with the Ferengi. You want to give me energy credits in exchange for a research agreement. You do have some society research that I could use. Sure. Okay, so... Buried deep in the bowels of Earth's space dock, a quiet revolution in starship design has taken place. For nearly 5 years, Captain Carter Lynn of the Starship Design Bureau has led a team of experts in fields of warp theory and metallurgy, all striving to provide Starfleet with a new generation of vessels fit to take Starfleet's message of peaceful exploration across the quadrant. Smooth white duranium alloys, bright gold, pico fiber deflector dishes, and spiral vortex blizzard collector domes offer substantial advantages over preceding technology. Acknowledged. So, Captain Carter Lynn transfers from the Starfleet Design Bureau and awaits assignment. So we go to leaders. You're great at expertise and voidcraft. Are we researching anything that can take advantage of that? I mean, yes we are.
Affirmative.
You can go and replace whatever her name was. Because, yeah, you are also a spark of genius, and you have the expertise for that specific thing. Admittedly, it's not helping you a whole lot. And now we have a new patrol frigate. I should rename them. I mean, I don't have to, but I will. You guys don't have two different designs for destroyers in this era. It's interesting. Yeah, you're no longer at the Poseidon. I just want to make sure that that's noted. And yeah, now our transport ships, colony ships, and construction ships are all the same thing, just slightly larger than one another. You are still at the dead list, though. I'm fairly certain that's still the case. But you are now the, what is it, the Constitution class. I think these are Mirandas. Or something like that, I believe. You, I don't know. Actually, I really don't. Doesn't really matter, we're not going to be building patrol frigates anymore. They're not really that great. I'll probably go and rename those just for the hell of it, between parts. I wonder if the cruiser currently under construction at Mars is going to change its design, or if it's still going to come out as the Enterprise era design. Okay, we got some new reactors. Oh, there we go. Better Pergian reactors. Yes. Ooh, weapon specialization, though. Energy credits aren't that big of a deal. Are we currently using... I think that might be an upgraded version of one of the techs. Well, if it is, we don't have that tech. Screw it, let's go for that. Also, you guys might no longer need all of those reactors. No. Okay, bad. No deuteronium fuel tanks. We don't need them. We really don't. And transport ships, because you don't actually cost me anything, go ahead and do that. You can get a new reactor. Okay, but you don't have any new... Yeah, we don't have tier 2 EPS relays. You guys, well, not you, but you guys can get upgraded. Your design will stay the same, though. Because it doesn't change. So we still have NX class, the USS Budapest. Actually, I don't know if I want to change their names. Because the way the game works, if it can't find the ship of... Yeah. If the ship designer doesn't have the ship class that ship is named after, it will instead go ahead and just select whatever the latest design is. So since I have 2 destroyers, whichever one I upgraded the last, or basically changed the name of last, is the one the game will upgrade all the destroyers to, even if I don't want it to do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get Black Ops. It's a new feature. Whether or not we'll use the feature is dependent upon some factors completely out of our control. Oh, and... oh, our Admiral on the Enterprise died. Alfonso is dead. Okay, Alfonso, you're... wow, we still only have humans here. That's a little surprising. That's fine. Okay, you cannot emergency FTL, so you're not getting the job. Who's the youngest? Let's go from youngest to oldest. So you're cautious, so you get weapons range. I think I'm gonna go for you. You guys also haven't switched uniforms. For whatever reason. If I save and reload, in theory, you should. And you know, it doesn't take long, so let's go ahead and just check on that. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to change their uniforms. No, it looks like you guys aren't going to change your uniforms. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. We're in the TOS era, but nobody wants to wear the TOS uniforms. Can't say I blame them. They don't exactly look like the most comfortable things to wear.
Research complete.
New minerals. And I could get listening posts. Don't care for them. I could get photon torpedoes for star bases. Don't care. I could get dry docks. Don't care. I could get listening posts. I think I already said that, but don't care. Let's go for thruster specialization. So that was extra minerals, which is great. Out of curiosity, did you change your design? Yes, you did. They decided to literally scrap everything, basically, and put you in the actual Constitution class. So this is the USS Thimbra. Okay, that's a terrible name, I think. But can't really do anything about it. Presumably you guys still can't merge. True. And very annoying. Up the Andoria sector. Our research agreement with it has ended. In theory, I believe everybody progresses through the eras. I think. When doing single player, everybody progresses. Okay, Orient Free States have closed their borders to us. Klingons have made a defensive agreement with somebody.
Excellent plan.
Oh, the Husnak Ascendancy. So these guys.
Rule of acquisition number 34.
Sure, we'll trade
War
Star
is good for
Shut
business.
up! I already told you yes. Mostly because I didn't want to listen to you. You want me to give you some of my Trillium D and you'll give me minerals? Sure, I could use them. Can I actually... oh, did our scientists arrive yet? No, because they're way the hell down there. That'll take a while then. Where's the colony ship? Apogem, taking its sweet old time. Does it not have a new warp engine? It does have the best. Or at least what the game considers the best. I could give it the Warp 5. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive. It increases the cost. But it's faster, less cooldown, less charge time. It's got slightly greater range. So it might actually be worth it. We just got Black Ops. Whether or not we'll use it, we'll see. Let's go ahead and get massive glacier removal. You want active... It's fine. You guys don't need active sensor links, though. At least you shouldn't. Okay, so we unlocked the new feature, Black Ops. I don't know if it's actually something we can utilize, though. It might not be. It might be something that they have implemented with plans of doing in the future, but they haven't finished working on it. I could be wrong, though. I really don't know.
Station complete.
But yes, I can only assume this is a situation of it's a feature that isn't finished. Okay, you're growing there. Yeah, I kind of want to just go ahead and annex the Sharonites. Should be relatively quick. And you guys are my actual vassal, correct? Yes, so I can annex you the old-fashioned way. Which is definitely faster than the every, what is it, 2 years I think it is? For the Federation Council. Which is, in our case, happening on odd number of years, which is kind of annoying. I prefer if it was even number of years, but it's not that big of a deal. So, Benzites, welcome. Do I really want to do that? You know what? No, we'll just do the old. We'll stick with the low intensity because it's not that big of a deal for me to get you. You want star charts, sure.
Station complete.
Okay, you have nothing better to do right now. Don't worry, you will once we have Trappist. So you go ahead and head over to Trappist. So you can be ready to start building stuff there once it's been colonized. Okay, we got some new computers. We can get Signal Jammer, though we can't use that because we don't have the battle cruisers. Because only battle cruisers have a C slot. Or a component slot, I guess is what that C is supposed to be for. Also, looks like there's a bit of a graphical thing there where it's rendering a couple extra things that aren't really meant to be there, I imagine, because I don't think I've seen it in the base game. When the base game had component slots. Actually, I think it still does. I don't know, I don't really pay attention to it anymore. Are we using internal dampeners? I don't think we are. Granted, it's hard to tell because, no, we're using security stations. Well, right now we're using security stations. Has the game changed? The game does change its mind. No deuteronium fuel tanks, game. How many times am I gonna have to tell you? Okay, the Poseidon doesn't change at all. You don't need that. I would say internal dampeners for you. For the chance to evade. You've got no reason to try to increase your chance to hit something, considering you can't hit anything. Stupid game. Do we? I don't think we have power hubs anywhere because I think that's the first level. Yeah, that's the first level. It's gonna take 50 months. Now let's go for inertial dampeners, the upgraded version of them. And you guys gotta upgrade that Constitution class.
Our enemies fear us.
Ah, your fleet power is now considered in... That's sad, Romulans. That is really sad. I've got 3,800 roundabout fleet power in total for myself. That's not including my vassals, presumably. That's not including my coalition members in the Star Pact, which I really want to rename. For some reason, I get the feeling I was skipped over for president. I've actually got the least amount of ships of everybody in the Federation. Why do we not have any cruisers in our Federation, guys? What's the deal there? Wow, the Share Knights actually have... What the hell? Oh, well, it's all patrol frigates, that's why. And they're pretty crappy as well. Okay, that's fine then. I won't complain about them having 15, or be surprised if they have 15. You guys are running around with Warp 5s. Is that by design? Or is there some other reason why you're all running around with Warp 5s? Well, it looks like you all agree with me, or, well, with the automatic ship designer to go and put the Coleopetric warp engines. Okay. And you guys don't have shields either, do you? No you don't. Well, you might want to get some shields. I hear they're good. Yeah. And we could actually beat the Romulans in theory now. I don't think I'll declare war on them right this second, though. I think I want some more ships in our fleet. Let's get another Intrepid. Because it is our, in theory at least. Actually, it's just straight up crap. Never mind, what am I thinking? It's our cheap version, really. It's our cheap destroyer. Never mind. In fact, I'm actually going to get rid of the USS Tehran. I just don't think it's needed anymore. The Intrepids are pretty crappy. I'm also going to go ahead and get rid of the USS Magellan. And so we'll build some NX classes. If you don't mind, get orbital dockyards, just to speed up your build process. All of you guys in the core worlds will as well. Mars, however, get me one more. Give me an NX. That'll get us to 4 NX. And then build me a cruiser. And let's go ahead and get rid of the Intrepid design as a whole. And then I can rename you guys between parts now, because we're down to a single destroyer. Ferengi's entered a non-aggression pact with the Cardassians. Not a big fan of that. And if I want to keep to my usual doubling the amount of ships as you go down in size, i.e. 3 cruisers leads to 6 destroyers, 12 patrol frigates if I were still building them, but I'm not. But just as an example. So I'm going to need some more destroyers. The ones I'm building right now get me to 4, but I'm building 1 cruiser, so I need 2 more. I'm pretty sure I got the minerals, though. Now, Ferengi, how much is that upsetting you? You don't care right now, because there's no actual pressure on your border. Technically, I don't know where you're getting the -2 to border friction right now, because my border doesn't actually touch yours literally anywhere. I mean, yeah, it's a little close over here, and now it's a little close over here, but it wasn't pushing it anywhere. There was no actual contact between your borders and my borders. Okay, you one more. Okay, so now we have some options for. Okay, can't quit it. Quit it, quit it, quit it. It's not the game, it's the damn drivers, because I haven't reverted back to 17.7.1 or whatever it is for the AMD graphics driver. So, Prime Minister Koshiro Saito. My name is May Carter Lin, and I've been leading a team researching advanced propulsion technologies. I'm pleased to announce that we made a substantial breakthrough, offering us a number of potential applications to pursue. Excuse me. Please let us know which of the following you want. Can you tell me more? High energy impulse thrusters. Focus their energy to develop thrusters and engines that produce the maximum amount of possible acceleration at the expense of everything else. This eventually allows the development of powerful and advanced afterburners. Don't really care. Or I can go for low temperature thrusters. Sacrifice speed for the sake of lower emission signature and power consumption. This allows ships a decent speed while being able to evade enemy sensors. Eventually this can allow the development of better Blizzard ramjets that can increase sublight speeds outside of combat. Ships equipped with these engines would be more expensive and slower, but they will enjoy slightly higher evasion chances due to their smaller energy signature. You know, considering I'm going to be building big ships, I don't care for the small one. This is actually kind of a weird one. So I can get faster combat speeds, which allow my ships to close the distance faster. But if I'm building big ships, I'm probably going to have more big guns, which have longer range, which means I don't really... Actually, this mod doesn't have the range stuff. What am I thinking? So, yeah, that doesn't matter really, does it? I think I'll go for the impulse thrusters then. The high energy impulse thrusters rather than the low temperature thrusters. If I was building small ships, the patrol frigates, for example, then maybe I'd actually get an advantage out of the higher evasion. But big ships don't really gain anything with high evasion. Honestly, I don't think either is particularly great.
Research complete.
Saucer separation, we could go ahead and get. I could get a transport hub, but I don't care. I can still get the minefield. It'll only take 3 months to research. Still not doing it. Let's go for the chevron separation. I'm pretty sure that's technically a tier 5, quote-unquote, tech. So that's like TNG, or no, would that be... I mean, I would say TNG, because it's pretty much the only time we ever really see the idea of saucer separations. But there is the movie, the motion picture era between TOS and TNG. So, yeah, we're kind of like skipping entire era of tech, going straight to saucer separation. I mean, we'll still end up in the motion picture era, but we probably won't be in it for too long if saucer separation is actually considered a TNG era tech. Okay, so after a day in orbit of Alpha Centauri 9 with no progression, we've seen this tech before, or this event before, I think multiple times in fact. Attempt to follow the ship. At least it wasn't a complete waste of time. We got some free physics research. I can now go ahead and colonize Alpha Centauri 9. Or, wait, is 9 not a colonizable? It said 9, didn't it? You stop with the automatic exploration. I'm pretty sure it said 9. I don't see 9 on here. Certainly not as a colonizable thing. It's not even listed. Okay, game. Yeah. Got me a little confused there. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and say screw it and move on to Alpha Centauri 5. Which one was it that I wanted to colonize? I know one of these worlds had... Oh, it's 5. Okay, 5 is the one that has the thing. Yeah, so you, in the USS Nobel, head on over to Alpha Centauri 5. You got an 18% chance of failure. I presume you'll succeed with that. Hopefully you won't wreck the planet as a result of failure if you do fail. Shut up, Ferengi. You got lots of society research. I kind of want it.
Rule of acquisition number 34. War. of acquisition number 34.
Good.
War is good for business.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
You know, I think I might just go ahead and colonize all of these at once. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with Alpha Centauri 4. I could send you guys from Alrigi. That'll make it faster for you to get there. And we'll start it there, and we'll call it, yeah, sure, Kongzi. Inertial dampener 2, wonderful. I don't really care for plasma phasers. They're crap at shield damage, although the game probably considers them better than my current phasers. Or my pulse phase cans. I don't even technically have phasers. Well, no, actually, it just said that was phasers, didn't it? Well, okay, yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, don't really care for that. And besides, it's going to be used on heavy. Although I'm already only using a heavy module anyway. No, let's go for the weapon specialization. I'm sure something there will be useful. Probably. Oops, clicked on the wrong thing.
Affirmative.
You say 12 months, you say 13.
Affirmative.
I'll take the 12 months. It's not much faster, but it's faster nonetheless. That's all that matters to me. Research agreement with somebody ended, but I don't really care. Transport ship. You still want to go ahead and put the...
Station complete.
There's no reason to put the optical secondary computer on you. You literally gain nothing from it.
Detected.
It's only 2 months. Screw it, go ahead and do it. There's some species that came up down here. I could send somebody down there to learn about them, but nah, don't care. Oh, do I have any new things?
Special project complete.
Oh. Oh, and it's Ferengi. Of course it is. It's the Lobi Crystal Consortium. Wherever they are. Oh, and I just got insulted by the Cardassians. They really want a war. So, welcome to the Lobi Crystal Consortium. We are a mining corporation operated out of the Rimborth system, specializing in the trade of minerals and energy. With the very building blocks of civilization, as we would like to say here at the Lobi Crystal Consortium. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you're interested in making a good deal. Well met. I was looking at something. Oh well, probably wasn't that important. Oh yes, I was looking at you guys. Because you guys have stuff to do. We'll deal with that in just a moment, game. We'll deal with that in a moment. Okay. Beaming to the surface, Captain Wan Mao. I'm sorry. Okay, sure. Whatever you say, game. Because that's... I guess it's just the name of the city or something there, because it sure as hell ain't the name of the planet. And the away team prepared temporary accommodations to support the survey mission. The prefabricated structures are completed within 3 hours, and the team begins the process of mapping the deposits in the immediate area. Several days pass, and it has become increasingly difficult to confirm any of the mineral readings detected from orbit. Worse, several crew members are injured when a seismic tremor caused a crevice to collapse on itself, trapping those exploring the attached cave network. The mission ends with the Duranite deposits confirmed to have been caused by a glitch in the USS Nobel sensor array. Understood. Boo. We still get exceptional quality minerals, though. So I don't really care. Let's go ahead and get this queued up for colonization. We'll go ahead and screw it all. Well, wait. Aren't the Novans strong? No. They're not. Damn, I thought they were. The Tellarites are, I believe. Tellarites. Where the hell are the Tellarites? Tellarites. There you are. No, you're not either. Damn it. I thought somebody in our empire was strong besides the Vulcans. No, it appears I was wrong. I'm not kidding when I say that. I really do think, I could have sworn that somebody else was strong, but apparently that's not the case. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll colonize Alpha Centauri 5 with humans, and then if other people want to move in, we'll let them, obviously. I'm going to place you here. And we're going to call the planet, sure, we'll call it Spring. I think I said somebody to go to 4. I've now said somebody to go to 5. Now I just need somebody to go to 3. And I'll go ahead and say screw it. We'll do it from Mars. And I'll drop you here because it's the only tile where you won't really disrupt things. And we'll call it, sure, Thinness. Admittedly, 5 seems like a great world for a mineral world, but it's also got some pergium and some other energy tiles, so it's actually a decent energy producing planet. They'll be using it as much as possible for minerals because of that plus 50% due to exceptional mineral quality is great. But this part has actually already gone to 40 minutes, so I will see you guys in the next part. But until then, a goodbye and farewell. And I forgot to mention it earlier. So, quick reminder that if you enjoy the content on the channel and you want to be able to watch this and any other series that I upload on a relatively weekly basis, because normally it is weekly. But yes, if you wanted to go ahead and be able to watch any of them early, you can become a patron using the Patreon I have linked in the description. Even if it's just at the $1 a month tier, you get early access to bi-weekly uploads. Also, for those of you guys that don't own Stellaris, but you're thinking of picking it up and you want to be able to support the channel in the process, you can do so using the Green Man Gaming link that I have in the description. It is an affiliate link. I get, I believe it's 5% if you have to make an account and 2.5% commission if you already have an account. But yes, so I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. Trappist is, what, about a third of the way colonized for Trappist 1G specifically. Yeah, we got 2 worlds here that we can't use because they're tundras. And they've got weak magnetic fields canceling out. Yeah, they've got just things making it to where we can't colonize them. We're close, realistically speaking. I think the Andorians love, well, not necessarily love, but I think they can live with tundra worlds. That's New Jerusalem. That's not what we want. I'm pretty sure you guys are okay with tundra worlds, right? Oh, it was only 35% habitability, so you're not quite okay with tundra worlds as much as I thought you were. Oh well. Whatever. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next part, but until then, a goodbye and farewell.